blessed children, I would like to introduce our next speaker, and that is Professor Vinod Solanki. She has been the professor and head of Department of English in Gorakhpur University and chairperson of HRDC, Human Resource Development Center, Gorakhpur. And she has guided many students who have written their PhDs on Sri Aurobindo and the Mother. Yes, so she has a deep study of Sri Aurobindo and the Mother. And we are very honored to have Professor Vinod Solanki ji to speak to you on a very favorite topic of mine. Man is a transitional being. She'll explain to you what does it mean, man is a transitional being. Where have you read these words in the school? And how many of you have tried to Google search ki where is it from? Where are these words from? Yeah, Sri Aurobindo to likha hai. But have you read the passage where it comes from? Then what research? What research will we do? When we read something, we have to look for it, Google, search. Where is the reference? Where is the context? You go to Incarnate Word in Google, download Incarnate Word, and you'll find it in the words of Sri Aurobindo. Okay? So I invite Honorable Professor Usha Solanki ji. Half a minute of silence, just 30 seconds.
In the lotus feet of Sri Aurobindo and Mother of all of us. Shunvantu Vishwe Amritasya Putra Ai Dhamani Divyani Tasthu. ऋषियों की संतति, भारतवर्ष में जन्म, भारत की योग विद्या के अधिकारी और श्री अरबिंदो और माँ के इंटीग्रल योग के सानिध्य और संरक्षण में हम सब कितने सौभाग्यशाली हैं। अमृत पुत्र, ऋषि हमें अमृत पुत्र इस नाम से पुकारते हैं। अमृत पुत्र हम क्यों हैं? क्योंकि हमें दिव्य जीवन प्राप्त करने का अधिकारी बताया गया है। इस मानव जीवन को दिव्य जीवन में रूपांतरित करने का हमें अधिकार मिला है। ऋषि उद्घोष करते हैं, जागो, जागो फिर एक बार, अंतश्चेतना के चरम विकास के लिए, उन्मुक्त साक्षात्कार के लिए जागो। आकुल विश्व तुम्हें निहार रहा है, कोमल चरण ऐसे धरो कि एक रज कण की भी शांति भंग न होने पाए। जागो, सत्य के दर्शन करो, इन छायाभासों को शांत होने दो। यदि सपने ही देखना चाहते हो तो शाश्वत प्रेम और निष्काम सेवा के सपने देखो। ये जयपुरिया स्कूल शाश्वत प्रेम और निष्काम सेवा का एक आदर्श बन रहा है। हम सब इसके लिए यहाँ की चेयरपर्सन प्रिय अंजलि जी को और यहाँ की प्रिंसिपल Pramini ma'am, and of course all the teachers and especially the Sanskrit teacher, they all deserve our deep sense of love and gratitude. Of course, it's really excellent. I don't have words to give commendation to the deliberations which I heard in the first session by 4 students. It was awesome. Now let us come to the subject. It's a vast subject. Man is a transitional being. He is not final. This is the crux of the integral yoga given to us, given to the whole world for the liberation from ignorance to mankind and arise and awake in the supramental consciousness. The creation is a play of Shakti. It is a story written, narrated, enacted, and whispered very softly in the ears of each one of us if we have time and sensibility to listen to it. This is the story of the play of Leela, the Shakti, the mother. Let us clear out a few concepts about the creation. There is the supreme Brahma, Brahm, the absolute, the supreme, the one, Ekam Sat, Vipra, Bahudha Vadanti. Now the supreme wants to manifest itself into many. Ekoham Bahusyami. For his own play, for his own blissful anandam, he wants to become many. And in the process of becoming many, the Alhadini Shakti of Brahma is given the charge to create the universe. Because Brahma is silent. Shantam Shashvatam Aprameyam Anagham. What is Brahma? Shantam Shashvatam Aprameyam Anagham. Nirvana Shanti Pradam. And Shakti is the executing force. You are reading literature of Sri Aurobindo and Mother. What does Mother proclaim? She says, without him, I exist not. And without me, he is unmanifest. This is the beautiful relationship. This is the glory of the Lord. And this is the effulgent beauty of Mother, the power, the executing force, the divine force. We call her the primordial energy. How affectionately she places a portion of her. She puts a divine portion in all of us. All of us are the portion of the divine. Ishavasya midam sarvam. Now what happens when the Supreme thinks about the creation? The light, the bliss, the truth, in the form of the mother, or we can say, directed by the mother, guided by the mother, and the mother herself goes far and far, farther and farther, deeper and deeper, away and away, and goes in the inconscient. This is a very interesting play of the involution, evolution, rejuvenation, and the final blossoming of the Gnostic being on earth. There are 4 stages. First, the consciousness goes farther and farther, deeper and deeper into the dark regions, far away from the supreme truth, from the ultimate truth. When it diverses, it goes into the abyss, into the darkness, Nischetana. And when this process of involution becomes deep and deep, then suddenly the evolution, the process of evolution begins. And Sri Aurobindo proclaims in his magnum opus, you must be reading, many of you are reading Savitri, the Savitri Yagya, which is going on all over the world. And never can the mighty traveler rest. In this process of involution and evolution, Sri Aurobindo proclaims, and never can the mighty traveler rest, and never can the mystic voyage cease. A greater world, time's traveler must explore. We all are time's traveler. We are the transitional beings. We are the beings who are aspiring to discover our psychic being, to be one with the psychic being, and finally to establish ourselves by discovering the true self, the divine self within us, the portion of the mother within us. Now, in this process of evolution, who is with us? Who can evolve us? By reading books, not even by cramming all the libraries of the world. We cannot evolve, because evolution is It is like sprouting, like budding, and then like blossoming. What is there to blossom? What is within us which has to blossom? The one which has gone into the inconscient, जो सत्ता से दूर, जो अस्तित्व से दूर, जो भगवत्ता से दूर, बहुत दूर, कहीं निश्चेतना में चला गया है, कहीं अज्ञान में जा गिरा है। उस अज्ञान के कारण अंधकार है। बाहर हमने कितना ही प्रकाश बना लिया, विज्ञान ने कितना कुछ प्रकाश के लिए दिया, किंतु भीतर अज्ञान है। और इसी अज्ञान के कारण एक क्लेश है। पतंजलि योग में इस क्लेश को बड़े विस्तार से समझाया है। एक पीड़ा है, एक दुख है। बाहर से बहुत ऐश्वर्य है, बाहर बहुत सम्मान है, बहुत मान है, बहुत बड़े बड़े पद हैं, बहुत कुछ हासिल कर लिया है, किंतु अंदर कुछ उदास बैठा है, अंदर कोई संत्रास है, अंदर कोई अभाव है, अंदर कुछ बुझा हुआ, कुछ संकुचित, जो खिलना चाहता है, जो बढ़ना चाहता है, जो पूरा का पूरा जीना चाहता है। This is the process of evolution. ये रूपांतरण चाहता है, अज्ञान का अतिक्रमण करना चाहता है। आज की जो अवस्था है, जो मनुष्य एक मध्यवर्ती सत्ता कहा गया है, वो आया कहाँ से है? नीचे से आया है। कहाँ से आया है? कितनी यात्रा करके आया है? तुलसीदास जी कहते हैं, आकर 4,84,00,84। 4 प्रकार के आकार और 84 लाख योनियों की यात्रा। किसमें? निश्चेतना में, अज्ञान में। और वहाँ से हमें निकालकर खनिज से वनस्पति, वनस्पति से पशु और पशु से मानव। इसमें रूपांतरण क्या हुआ? इसमें यात्रा किसकी हुई? ये चेतना की यात्रा है। दिस इज द जर्नी ऑफ कॉन्शियसनेस। खनिज से वनस्पति में, वनस्पति से पशु में। ये इवोल्यूशन कौन करता है? द मदर, शक्ति, प्रकृति। ये प्रकृति के द्वारा क्या हुआ? रूपांतरण है। और श्री अरविंद अपने द लाइफ डिवाइन में लिखते हैं, स्टूडेंट्स मस्ट नो डाउन दीज words of Sri Aurobindo, so that later on when you revise your notes, the whole thing will appear before your eyes. ये मनुष्य आया कहाँ से? कहाँ से मनुष्य बना, किस अवस्था से इसका रूपांतरण हुआ, प्रकृति ने कैसे किया. Sri Aurobindo, in the divine, in the life divine, in the living laboratory of animal, I am speaking verbatim, these are his words. In the living laboratory of animal, nature has worked out man. And now, in the living and thinking laboratory of man, and now, in the living and thinking laboratory of man, and the line has to be underlined, and with his conscious cooperation. This is very important to understand. And now, in the living and thinking laboratory of man, and with his conscious cooperation, she works out Superman. Isn't it clear now? So what is the journey of man's life? It is a conscious journey from manhood to sainthood, from sainthood to godhood. From man, we have to travel consciously. The mother is holding our hands. We also hold mother's hand at times. But unfortunately, हम माँ का हाथ पकड़ते तो हैं, पर पकड़ पकड़ के छोड़ देते हैं. बहुत भटके और बिखरे हैं. इसलिए हम माँ से प्रे करते हैं, माँ से प्रार्थना करते हैं, माँ तुम हाथ पकड़ लो. ये यात्रा बहुत लंबी है माँ, ये चेतना की यात्रा है. ये हमारे अज्ञान में क्षेत्र के अतिक्रमण की यात्रा है. ये ट्रांसेंडेंस है माँ. तुम हाथ पकड़ लो माँ, तुम हाथ पकड़ोगी तो कभी छोड़ोगी नहीं. And we will become the species, the first species for the transformation to divine life. Sri Aurobindo writes how this journey begins. A prayer, a master act, a king idea. A prayer, a master act, a king idea can transform man's strength to a transcendent force, to link man's strength to a transcendent force. ये हमारा वेपन है, ये हमारा अस्त्र है. एक सुंदर अनुवाद देवदत्त जी ने किया है पौंडीचेरी के आश्रमाइट सावित्री के इस छंद का हिंदी में. एक अंतरुद्भूत प्रार्थना, एक सिद्ध कर्म, एक सर्वोपर विचार कर सकता है मानव बल का परात्पर की शक्ति से लगनाचार. बहुत सुंदर अनुवाद सावित्री के हुए हैं. मीता जी बैठी हैं, आप भी शायद अनुवाद कर रही हैं. ऐसे ऐसे लोग यहाँ बैठे हुए हैं जो ऐसे ऐसे ग्रंथों पर हाथ डाल रहे हैं जो विश्व के नंबर 1 महाग्रंथ, महाकाव्य कहे गए हैं. सावित्री, द लाइफ डिवाइन, योग सिंथेसिस. आप जानते हैं नाना पुराण निगमागम सम्मत, नाना पुराण निगमागम सम्मत। प्राचीन काल से ऋषियों मुनियों के दिए हुए श्रुति, स्मृति, वेद, उपनिषद, श्रीमद् भगवद गीता, गीता, रामचरितमानस, जितना कुछ लिखा गया, उन सब को समाहित करते हुए और उससे भी बहुत आगे सावित्री, द लाइफ डिवाइन, नित्य पढ़ा जाने वाला ग्रंथ पूरी दुनिया में पढ़ा जा रहा है। हम सब भाग्यशाली हैं कि हमें उसमें सम्मिलित होने का अवसर मिला है। So again, now in the transformation, in the process of evolution, ये जो मध्यवर्ती सत्ता है उसका स्वरूप क्या है? ये अपने 3 अज्ञान में धरातल में बंधी हुई है। भौतिक, प्राणिक और मानसिक। जो ये चेतना के 3 धरातल अभी हमें उपलब्ध हैं, वो अज्ञान में क्षेत्र के धरातल हैं। और यही मानव जीवन का सबसे बड़ा संकट है। इतने बड़े बड़े विश्वविद्यालय, इतने विद्वान, इतनी नोबेल प्राइजेस, फिर भी दुनिया में कष्ट है। फिर भी संसार में प्रतिस्पर्धा है, युद्ध है। क्यों? ये प्रमाण है कि मनुष्य अभी अपने अज्ञान में क्षेत्र में जी रहा है। श्री अरविंद एंड माँ का आविर्भाव ही धरती पर इसलिए हुआ था कि वो हमें अपने इन 3 अज्ञान में धरातल से बाहर ले जाएं, उसका अतिक्रमण कराएं। और उसके लिए अभी जैसे हम लोगों ने श्री अरविंद का वो के वर्ड्स पढ़े, and with his conscious cooperation. This is very important to understand. प्रकृति रूपांतरण निरंतर करती जा रही है, किंतु एक बात हमारे लिए बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है कि हम चूज करते हैं या नहीं। आपके इस स्कूल के बाहर जो फ्रंट फैसाड है आपका, उसमें वो स्टोरी लिखी हुई है जहाँ वो चॉइस की बात लिखी है। We have to choose now as human beings because we are gifted with thinking power. Now it is for us to choose whether we want to remain the same or we want to progress on the path of divine transformation. And mother, at times very harsh. In the morning session it has been discussed. कुलिसहु चाहि कठोर अति, कोमल कुसुमहु चाहि। लोहे से भी कठोर, वज्र से भी कठोर और कुसुम से भी कोमल। The mother says, if you resist, you will be crushed. This is mother. Imagine how deeply she loves us, how she motivates us, how she wants to bring us on the path of the transformation to divine life. She says, if you resist, if you give your word, if you choose to change, you are safe, you're protected, you are guided, you are illumined. Sri Aurobindo says, if you choose to move forward, if you choose the path of transformation, if you want that you have to ascend to the divine life, then you are protected, you are guided, you are illumined. Mother says, if you resist, because change is a must, change is essential. It is the plan of the Lord. If we do not accept it, the mother says, if you resist, if you want to remain the same, if you choose to remain in the ignorant realm of consciousness, you will be crushed. And this is the cause of our suffering. Our suffering of any kind, physical, mental, maybe emotional, all suffering, all types of crisis we pass through in our life is because of the resistance that we give not to change, not to give up. Somebody comes to the mother, some disciple, close disciple of mother. Mother, what about the ego? Mother says, ego? Oh, it is of the bygone days. It has gone. It has finished. And those who want to retain it will also be finished. This is mother speaking. Imagine. Mother speaking. So what is the way out? All of us have to decide individually. हम सबको स्वयं सोचना है कि हमने क्या रास्ता चुना. जैसा चल रहा है उसी में चलेंगे, अपने कंफर्ट जोन में रहेंगे, मान अभिमान में जिएंगे, उसी में मरेंगे, उसी में त्रस्त होंगे, उसी में जीवन खत्म करेंगे. This is one option. The other option is the offer, the glorious offer given by the mother. She wants to make us a bud ready to bloom and spread the fragrance and manifest the divinity. So what is to be done? The easiest thing which Sri Aurobindo has told us for the man who is a transitional being is to open to the mother. This is a watchword. My dear students, the only watchword you can take for your life is open to the mother. And the rest, and he says, the rest will be taken care of. Open to the mother, and the rest will be taken care of. You will be protected, guided and raised to the higher levels. Beyond the ignorant level, there are supraterrestrial regions which Sri Aurobindo realized in his life, he achieved in his life, and he has made the path very broad, easy, and open for us to travel on it very safely, very secure. Ramcharitmanas says, Vidhi prapanch gun avgun sana. If we are not convinced that we are in ignorance, suppose we have read few books, we do some work, so we think that we know everything, maybe. But the problem is, Saransh is sitting here, the Indologist. अज्ञान, आ हटा दीजिए तो क्या बचता है? ज्ञान. हमारा वास्तविक स्वरूप क्या है? ज्ञान में है. पर अभी हम किस में हैं? अज्ञान में हैं. जब वास्तविक स्वरूप हमारा ज्ञान में है, तो ये हमारे लिए न केवल पॉसिबिलिटी है, बल्कि ये हमारे लिए डेस्टिन्ड है कि हम उस अज्ञान क्षेत्र का अतिक्रमण करके ऊपर के ज्ञानमय क्षेत्रों को उपलब्ध कर सकें. ऊपर के ज्ञानमय क्षेत्र क्या हैं? बियॉन्ड माइंड देयर इज द हायर माइंड. When you grow up or when you start growing from within, you will understand all this. But today I'm just putting some seedlings in your mind. The high ranges are the higher mind. Beyond mind, Uchatar Man. From there, after transcending the mind of knowledge begins. We call it Uchatar Man, higher mind. उसके ऊपर क्या है? Illumined mind, प्रकाश मन. उसके ऊपर क्या है? Intuitive mind, आभास मन. अच्छा, ऐसा कोई यहाँ नहीं बैठा होगा जिसको कभी कोई आभास नहीं हुआ. सबको होता है ना? It means it is our right to avail of it permanently. It is with us. It is in me. It is somewhere deep in me. It is my psychic being, which is an illumined being, so I can avail of it. There is every chance, and the integral yoga is meant for this. The journey of the inconscient being, the evolution of the inconscient being, this man who is called transitional, is to transcend and to avail of these higher regions of consciousness. Beyond intuitive, there is the overmind, and beyond overmind, supermind. Now, I'll try to simplify it as much as possible to make you understand what is the way out. What is the process? Suppose we finally understand that we are ignorant beings, and the spiritual retreat gives us a great gift. Oh, what is that gift? Aspiration. क्या गिफ्ट है मिल रहा है स्पिरिचुअल रिट्रीट से? एस्पिरेशन. एस्पिरेशन क्या है? अभीप्सा. अभीप्सा. What is the difference between desire and aspiration? Do you know the difference? Desire we all have. We all have desires. Do we all have aspirations?
Ma'am, we have the aspiration in root, but it is hidden by our desires.
Yes, yes. Very good, very good. Desires are for worldly things. Aspiration is for the divine communion. Got it? इच्छा और अभीप्सा. इच्छा संसार के लिए है, अभीप्सा दिव्य जीवन के लिए है. उस दिव्यता को प्राप्त करने के लिए है जो हमारा जन्म सिद्ध अधिकार है, which is our birthright, which is a promise of the Supreme. Not only promise, He is ready to walk with us step by step, holding our hands to make us divine, to transform us into the divine being. एक बहुत छोटे बच्चे का, एक 6 साल का बच्चा था, उसका एक और छोटा भाई हुआ. तो उस बच्चे ने हमसे कहा कि देखो अब इसकी बर्थ हुई है, अब देखो अगली बर्थ कब होती है. तो हमने कहा क्या मतलब? कहा नहीं मतलब ये तो बॉडी की बर्थ है ना. एक छोटा सा बच्चा बोल रहा है, 6 साल का है. कहा ये तो बॉडी की बर्थ है ना. हमने कहा अच्छा क्या कई बर्थ होती है? उसने कहा हाँ ये फिजिकल बर्थ है, फिर उसके बाद होती है मेंटल बर्थ, और फिर होती है स्पिरिचुअल बर्थ. हमने कहा अच्छा. आई ट्राई टू ग्रिल हिम आउट. हमने कहा अच्छा बताओ क्या अंतर है तीनों में? कहा फिजिकल बर्थ तो ये हो गई जो माँ ने दिया है, फिर मेंटल बर्थ तब होती है जब आप संसार की चीज़ें चाहने लगते हो, तब आपकी मेंटल बर्थ होती है, और आपके स्पिरिचुअल बर्थ तब होती है जब आप भगवान को चाहने लगते हो. कैटेगोरिकली एक एक सेंटेंस में the way the child defined spiritual birth तब होती है जब आप भगवान को चाहने लगते हो. और मेरी तो 2 साल में हो गई थी, और सबकी होती भी नहीं है, किसी किसी की 90 years में भी नहीं होती है. He went on speaking. But you know, his words entered into my soul. I was forced to ponder over the subject very deeply. कितनी आसानी से, कितने सरल ढंग से. तो इच्छा और अभीप्सा. इच्छा जब आप संसार को चाह रहे हो, और अभीप्सा जब आप उनको चाहने लगते हो, जब आप उनके साथ संबंध बनाना चाहते हो, जब आप उससे संबंधित कुछ पढ़ने लगते हो, कुछ उसकी बात करने लगते हो, कुछ अंदर जाने लगते हो. अभी बार बार आपको यहाँ साइलेंस का चांस दिया जा रहा ना है. जब आप साइलेंस में जाने लगते हो, जब आप कुछ ढूंढने लगते हो, कुछ बहुत कीमती जो कहीं बाहर नहीं मिलता, जो अंदर है, जो हर मनुष्य की सबसे बड़ी खोज है, वो अभीप्सा है, और वो है हमारा चैत्य पुरुष, द साइकिक बीइंग. The psychic being who connects us with the divine, the portion of the divine within us. And that portion of the divine connects us with the Supreme. So this is the whole journey of the transitional man, transitional being to the divine being.
Ma'am, my name is Nilay Vishnu. I'm from class 7E. So, ma'am, I just wanted to ask, from the mother and Shri Aurobindo. Like, Shri Aurobindo was a freedom fighter. That's why freedom fighter. I read his book about prison life. In that, that's why we call him Shri, because he was a motivational speaker and a freedom fighter. Ma'am, then why do we call the mother the mother? Like, why is she everyone's mother? And like, why are we calling her mother instead of like adding Shri or Srimati to her name?
In fact, I said the Brahman, the one, the absolute. When he bifurcates himself for the manifestation, then there is the Purush and the Prakriti. Prakriti is the executing force, and she is the mother.
Okay,
Mother.
Yes, ma'am. Thank
Because
you,
she is the one who creates. It is her play. It is the Lord's plan, but it is the play of the mother. Without him, I exist not. Without me, he is unmanifest, so she is mother.
Thank you, ma'am.
You told this term in the very beginning when you began, this primordial energy. Can you explain it once?
Primordial energy.
Yes, ma'am.
The force which creates, which goes for the involution, and which begins the process of evolution and rejuvenation, is the mother. She is the energy. Primordial means the original energy. The simpler word is the original energy. The whole universe is originated from the original energy. That is why we call her primordial energy, and mother, Jagadamba, Divya Janani, Jagat Janani. She is the force. She is the one who enforces the energy in the universe.
Ma'am, can you repeat the quote of Aurobindo? In the living laboratory of animal, nature has after this.
Sure. It is in the life divine.
Yes, ma'am.
In the living laboratory of animal. You know shorthand writing?
Yes, ma'am.
Huh.
Yeah.
In the living laboratory of animal, nature has worked out man. And now, in the living and thinking laboratory of man, and with his conscious cooperation,
Yes.
she works out Superman.
Ma'am, who is she over here? Ma'am, who is she over here?
Mother.
Okay, ma'am.
Mother. This story is written outside on the wall. I read it there only. From the ape, the coming of man, and the promise to go further.
The
There's some
first
sort
wall.
of story outside.
The first wall.
Okay, ma'am, I'll see it. Okay, ma'am, I'll see it. Thank you.
I'm Srijita Banerjee from class 7A. Ma'am, I wanted to ask you, if vital is the most potent and disturbing, then how can we calm it?
By sadhana. In one word, by sadhana.
Ma'am, what does sadhana mean?
To simplify, sadhana is to surrender to the Divine Mother, to open to the Divine Mother. Sadhana, in simpler words, to practice purity, a bit of austerity, truthfulness, hard work, egolessness, selfishness. In the beginning, this is sadhana. Later on, your psychic being itself will guide you to take up higher sadhana. But at least in the beginning, this will bring so much refinement in your vital being that instead of being a disturbing element, it will stand in due alignment with the physical and the mental. The three must be aligned together: body, vital, and the mind. There should be an alignment. Mother calls it harmony. This is the beginning of the harmony in our human existence, that the three are aligned together. The disturbance will come to an end. The turmoil will calm down. You will enjoy peace. You will have greater ideas. You will have inner strength. You will have capacity to decide. You will know that you are on the inner journey.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
अंतर्मुखी हो जाएंगे.
Vande Mataram, ma'am. I'm Mehak Charsia, class 8 from Naftijan. My question is that you said that the color of supplement is red. Why is it only red? Why not any other color?
I don't know, beta. It's mother who has seen the supramental and she has told, so I accept it. I haven't seen. I have not yet attained that level. We are just co-travelers, transitional beings.
Ma'am, my name is Meenakshi Agarwal. I'm from class 7C. And ma'am, like you said, the mother once said, if you resist, you will be crushed. Ma'am, I couldn't understand the meaning of this quote.
I told you that the mother is love. And the mother wants us to come out of our suffering because she loves us. But if we do not accept to change, if we do not accept the path devised by the avatars, by the sages, by Sri Aurobindo himself, then by saying crushed, that you be in your suffering, you choose for suffering. If you do not choose for the higher, if you want to remain where you are, then life has two definitions. Life is an ocean of joy. Life is bliss. This is one definition. The other definition is that life is misery. So it depends what we choose. If we want to choose the life of bliss, then we must change. We must open ourselves to transform. We must undergo the process of refinement, and the life will be fully protected and secure in the hands of the mother. Otherwise also, after long suffering, suffering, is like a hammer to make us remind that we are born to transform. Bade bhag manus tan pawa, sur nar muni sab granthan gawa. This is a blessed life. This human life is a blessed life. And in this blessed life, We are just living for, all sorts of things which we call physical pleasures, or maybe satisfying our ego or material gains and this and that. So suffering will come. It will be like a hammer to make, it is like a reminder, you can say. It is a call from the mother. Like the mother scolds you when you don't study. The teacher sometimes scolds you when you don't complete your assignment. So that is how.
Vande Mataram, ma'am. I'm Rohan Shrivastava from class 7G. Ma'am, I actually wanted to ask what was the mother's real name?
Mother's real
Name.
name, Mira Alfaza. Her French name was Mira Alfaza.
Okay, ma'am. And ma'am, one more thing, like ma'am, people who have created a difference in the world, ma'am, some day is celebrated. Like ma'am, as Gandhiji was there, ma'am, Gandhi Jayanti was celebrated. So ma'am, is any like day celebrated in the memory of the mother?
Yes, mother's birthday is being celebrated. Sri Aurobindo's birthday, 15th August, is being celebrated. The other days also.
Mother's
The
birthday is in
5
February.
days, huh? Mother's arrival in Pondicherry.
And we celebrate those days in the meditation room. All the celebration days, like the days at...
28th April, we had just celebrated here.
Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Arnav Gupta and I'm from class 7D. Ma'am, my question is, even after millions and millions of years of evolution, we are still suffering. Ma'am, can I ask, why are we still suffering, and what is that suffering or that the mother is telling us to, we should join the divine for it? Why is it so bad, and why do we have to evolve for it?
The two process goes together, the involution and the evolution. For the last thousands of years, this process of evolution is going on. It is done by nature. If man consciously joins in the venture, if man consciously cooperates in it, the speed becomes faster. But it is a long, long journey of hundreds of years. The only thing is that as soon as we realize, we understand that we are meant to be transformed, that I personally want to be transformed, suffering is set aside, and a joyful inner journey, along with all other things that we do in our life, continues.
Transcendent force you told us about.
Yes. Transcend means to overpass, to surpass. संस्कृत का शब्द है अतिक्रमण, उसके बियॉन्ड जाना, उसके ऊपर जाना. जो हमारा अज्ञान क्षेत्र है उसके बियॉन्ड जाना, इसको ट्रांसेंडेंस कहते हैं, ट्रांसेंड करना कहते हैं. और ट्रांसेंडेंस जो एक फोर्स है, एक ताकत है, एक शक्ति है. जब हमारी अभीप्सा होती है, जब हमारी एस्पिरेशन होती है, तो वो फोर्स हमको हेल्प करती है, सपोर्ट करती है.
Okay. And ma'am, what is this master act? A master
act, yes, good. A prayer, a master act, a king idea. Master act is that kind of action in which you put your heart and soul into it. I mean, it is in the most purest form. It is a selfless act. It is an act of love, as discussed in the morning. It is an act for the welfare of all. It has nothing of the selfish touch or tinge. in it. That is master act.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
And that is why it is called Siddha Karma.
Ma'am, actually, after you told about the evolution, ma'am, now I'm in deep thought. Ma'am, what kind of evolution would it be? And ma'am, the suffering we are facing, ma'am, and ma'am, one more question. Ma'am, when will every evolution happens after 100 or 200 years? Can you explain that what kind of evolution it is?
You're not clear with your question, but I can understand what doubt you have in your mind. Evolution, क्रम विकास को evolution कहते हैं. Evolution या ये क्रम विकास निरंतर चलने वाली प्रक्रिया है. ऐसा नहीं है कि ये कुछ समय होती है, फिर बंद रहती है, फिर स्टार्ट होती है, ऐसा नहीं है. ये कंटिन्यूअसली चल रही है. कैसे? फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इस यूनिवर्स में, इस धरती पर पहले खनिज था, उसमें भी चेतना थी, बहुत कंडेंस्ड फॉर्म में चेतना थी.
मैम, खनिज को इंग्लिश में समझा दी. मिनरल्स उसमें जब कंडेंस्ड फॉर्म में, बहुत कंडेंस्ड फॉर्म में उसकी कॉन्शियसनेस क्रम विकास में जब थोड़ी बढ़ी, तो वो उसने हर्बल का रूप लिया. वनस्पतियों में चेतना, पेड़ पौधे हिलते डुलते आपको दिखाई पड़ते हैं, तेज़ी से बढ़ते दिखाई पड़ते हैं. वो क्या है? कॉन्शियसनेस है. वो क्या है? विकास है, क्रम विकास है, वो इवोल्यूशन है. फिर वनस्पति से पशु में चेतना आई, पशु बना. पशुओं में अधिक चेतना है, उनमें सेंसरी ऑर्गन्स हैं जो वनस्पति में नहीं हैं, पशुओं में हैं. फिर क्रम विकास में मनुष्य बना, एप से मनुष्य बना. बाहर स्टोरी लिखी है, आप उसको केयरफुली पढ़ लीजिएगा, बहुत अच्छी स्टोरी लिखी है. फिर उससे मनुष्य बना, मानव बना. मानव में चेतना और विकसित हुई और उसे एक थिंकिंग कैपेसिटी भी दी गई, जिससे वो इस एवोल्यूशन के प्रोसेस को और गति प्रदान कर सकता है. इट्स अ कंटिन्यूअस प्रोसेस, नेवर एंडिंग प्रोसेस.
Okay, ma'am. Understood.
Vande Mataram, ma'am. I'm Sonakshi of class 8, Naf region, and I wanted to ask that, ma'am, you said that we are holding mother's hand in the process of transformation. So, ma'am, how, and ma'am, you also said that after some time we leave her hand. So, ma'am, how can we keep holding her hand and get used to it, that we don't have to see if we are holding her hand now or not? Ma'am, how can we keep holding her hand?
The first thing is to accept some power, some divine power, and to seek support from that power. Holding hand means seeking. First we have to become a seeker. पहले हम चाहें, then only the communion between me and the divine is established by the grace of the divine, that we get her support throughout, all the time, continuously. This is like, if I hold your hand, I may leave it. But if she holds my hand, if mother holds my hand, she will not leave it because she is mother.
Vande Mataram, ma'am. My name is Anant Tiwari of class 7B. Ma'am, my question is this: will the evolution of mankind will stop or not?
It is a continuous process. It will never stop. It will help mankind to achieve the final stage. Since we are in the transitional stage, the final stage is promised for us. We have to accomplish it. So this process of evolution will go on until man achieves the stage of the Gnostic being, the soul seeking. We are body seeking beings. हम अभी देह जीवी मानव हैं. शरीर हमारे लिए महत्वपूर्ण है. जो पूर्ण मनुष्य होगा वो आत्मजीवी मानव होगा, वो आत्मा के लिए जीवन जिएगा। अभी हम शरीर के लिए जीवन जीते हैं। दिस विल बी द डिफरेंस बिटवीन द मैन ऑफ टुडे एंड द फाइनल बीइंग, द सोल सीकिंग बीइंग, विच इज द वर्ड दैट हैज बीन गिवन इज Gnostic being, Gnostic, Gnostic.
Can I also say
Sri
something
Aurobindo
here?
discusses it in The Life Divine. If you cannot read the whole book, it is very voluminous. Read the last chapter, The Life Divine. The title of the book is The Life Divine. The last chapter is Divine Life. So I suggest my students, if you're not able to go through the whole of the book, it's very voluminous, just read the last chapter, Divine Life. You will have some great idea and an insight.
I have a question, ma'am. Your words were कि पहले खनिज से वनस्पति, वनस्पति से पशु, पशु से मानव, जो चेतना है उसका ऐसे विकास चल रहा है। तो एक प्रश्न यहाँ पर यह आता है कि चेतना के विकास के साथ ये जो भौतिक शरीर है इसका भी विकास होता जा रहा है। तो चेतना के विकास क्या इस पर आश्रित है, क्योंकि ये एक बेहतर साधन बन रहा है विकास के लिए? क्या ऐसा है क्या?
हाँ, उच्चतर साधन बन रहा है, हाँ, बेहतर साधन बन रहा है।
Okay, ma'am. And ma'am, just a small question. Ma'am, we say that first the God was conscious, the supreme being, he was conscious, he became this inconscient matter, and now we are again going to the same state. So is it his Leela, the adventure which he is having in this whole process, or there is some other reason for this?
This is for Anandam. Love and bliss. प्रेम और आनंद, ये मूल में है, इस सृष्टि के मूल में है, और ब्रह्मन का ये तत्व है, तात्विक स्वरूप है। ही इज ट्रूथ, ब्लिस एंड नॉलेज, सत चित आनंद। that is his attribute. He is Satchidanand. So the whole play is for love and bliss. And we also, as human beings, these are the two things that we most adore or want, or we are searching, love and anandam. Not sukh.
हाँ, yes, ma'am.
सुख नहीं, उसके साथ दुख का पैकेज है. Never seek sukh, my dear children. Never go for sukh. उसके साथ दुख पैकेज है, फ्री पैकेज है. सुख चाहोगे तो दुख लेना ही पड़ेगा. You just can't get rid of it. So always be a seeker of anandam, bliss, anand.
तो मैम जब वो चैतन्य तत्व जब अचेतन हुआ तो फिर अज्ञानता तो आ ही जाएगी.
थोड़ा बड़ा विषय है. वो चेतन अचेतन नहीं हुआ.
अच्छा.
जब क्रिएशन हुआ तो उसके साथ जो डिस्टेंस क्रिएट हुआ, कोई चीज दूर, बहुत दूर रख दो तो साफ नहीं दिखाई पड़ती है ना.
जी जी.
तो वो उस निश्चेतना में चली गई. फार्दर एंड डीपर चलती गई, बढ़ती गई, विशाल, विराट, एंडलेस फैल गई. तो वो अपने रूट से बहुत दूर हो गई. तो उसमें वो जो तत्व था, जो लाइट था, जो ब्लेस था, वो कम होते कम हो गया. तो अब क्या करे? अब उसको वहां पे ऐसे तो छोड़ नहीं सकता. नहीं छोड़ सकते. द मदर हैज टू एंटर इनटू इट. तब माँ उस निश्चेतना में प्रवेश करती हैं, उस अचित अज्ञान में, उस अचित अंधकार में माँ प्रवेश करती हैं. जैसे बच्चा कुएं में गिर जाए तो माँ कूद जाएगी
जी.
वो किसी को खोजने बुलाने नहीं जाएगी. अगर बच्चा कुएं में गिरा है तो माँ बिना सोचे समझे कुएं में कूद जाएगी. उसी तरह जब ये सृष्टि निश्चेतना में चली गई तो माँ वहाँ चली जाती हैं, माँ वहाँ जाती हैं, और फिर वहाँ से उस प्रोसेस को फिर क्रम विकास, वहीं से एवोल्यूशन शुरू होता है.
तो निश्चेतना में गई क्यों? जब वो चैतन्य
हमें
में
हमें वापस लाने के लिए।
नहीं, हम ही क्यों गए निश्चेतना में?
क्योंकि सृष्टि बनी ना,
क्यों
तो
बनाई?
फॉर आनंद।
लेकिन फिर तो निश्चेतन हो गई तो आनंद तो वहाँ चला ही गया जो दूर गया।
हाँ, तो फिर क्रम विकास हुआ ना,
तो फिर उस क्रम विकास में आनंद है।
हाँ, नेचुरली, और क्या।
अच्छा,
आप इस स्पिरिचुअल रिट्रीट में आनंद के लिए
जी,
तो आए हो।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल।
और यहाँ मार्क्स तो नहीं ऐड होंगे ना कुछ?
नो,
आपके ग्रैंड टोटल में कुछ ग्रेस तो नहीं मैम ऐड करेंगी ना? हाँ,
नो,
किसी ऐसी चीज के लिए आए हो ना जो अदरवाइज आपको नहीं मिल रही थी। दैट्स इट।
लेकिन गलती फिर ये हो जाती कि हम जो उस क्रम विकास में सहभागिता नहीं रखते हैं ना, वहीं पे रह जाते हैं।
बाय हिज कॉन्शियस कोऑपरेशन। ये
Yes.
बहुत $1 million सेंटेंस है ये, इसको कभी मत भूलना। बस इस सेंटेंस को याद कर रहे। श्री अरविंद के वर्ड्स मंत्र हैं। अगर उनका एक कोई सेंटेंस ही पकड़ के उसी को याद कर लो, वहीं से यात्रा, इनर जर्नी शुरू हो जाएगी। इनर जर्नी शुरू होने की बस देर है। जब तक वो शुरू नहीं होती, सब अंधेरा है जीवन में। सब कुछ होते हुए भी सब अंधेरा है। इनर जर्नी जिसकी शुरू हो गई, उसके जीवन में प्रकाश है।
सच
कि जब आनंद को ही खो दिया तो फिर खोया क्यों, अगर हमारे को आनंद ही पाना था। बिकॉज जो आनंद में रहकर था, उसे कहीं ज़्यादा आनंद मिलता है जब हम खुद वो एफर्ट और डिज़ायर से एस्पिरेशन की तरफ बढ़ते हैं, फिर एस्पिरेशन से सरेंडर की तरफ बढ़ते हैं, और फिर जब ग्रेस ऊपर से ट्रिकल करने लग जाता है, तो जो आनंद मिलता है ना, वो आनंद देने के लिए ईश्वर अपने आप को अपने से दूर किए। तो वो आनंद कहीं ज़्यादा ग्रेटर आनंद है। ठीक है।
Good afternoon, ma'am. Ma'am, my name is Aryavardhan Singh from class 8E. Ma'am, when you were talking about that 6-year-old boy, ma'am, that boy said that, ma'am, पहले physical development है, then ma'am there is mental development and spiritual development. So ma'am, how to reach that spiritual development state that we can grow more, like Sri Aurobindo?
How to reach?
Yes, ma'am.
We have to follow the path of the divine process which has been given to us. We have to be on the path. We are not on the path. The problem is that the opening is not there, that we have not decided, we have not chosen. We want to remain the same what we are. We are happy with our comforts. We must become a seeker. We must seek something higher. From class 7th, you will go to class 8th, then to higher classes. Why you are ascending these classes? Because you want to attain higher knowledge. So we have to seek higher things.
My name is Rudpal, class 8 from Navsrijan. My question is that what all things we can do and what is the way to develop a mind from higher mind to super mind?
At the moment, you read some good literature, some nice, beautiful poems.
Sunlit path.
Written by Sri Aurobindo, some stories, biographies written by great people, biographies of stalwarts, like biographies written on Sri Aurobindo, Mother, Swami Vivekananda, and many others. And there are some small books like Sunlit Path. Yes, there are some small books. They are very, very useful to give you an opening at this stage. So you read Sunlit Path, you read poems of Sri Aurobindo and stories. The Agni will be there and you will progress.
Beautiful answer.
Ma'am, I'm Samarveer Singh from class 7G. Ma'am, you told us about a book. Ma'am, ma'am, in the meditation room, a quote from it is written. Ma'am, can you tell its name, ma'am, once?
Savitri.
Ma'am, if you have read it, ma'am, can you elaborate it a little bit?
Savitri is the greatest epic of the world. Contains 24,000 lines. It's a voluminous book, and what should I say? You just read it and enjoy it. You're too small, I think, but even if you just read one stanza every day, it will reveal itself. Nobody can say anything about Savitri. I can't say anything about Savitri.
But don't try to understand it. It's
Don't
a
try to
mantra.
understand it.
Just
Just
decide that before sleeping, every night I will not go to sleep till I have read a few lines from Savitri. And whatever you really need, the mantra will give to you. It is such a mantric poem.
Okay.
All right?
Ma'am, if Brahma is the one who created all of us, then who created Brahma, the divine?
He is immanent, self-luminous. There is no one to create Brahman. Eminent, you can understand.
He was, he is, he will be. He doesn't need a birth. He is the unborn. Yeah?
Ma'am, then how did he got started? I'm like, how
He
did...
didn't get started, he was always there. सनातन किसको कहते हैं? जो हमेशा था, है और रहेगा. Yeah? God is Sanatan.
The immanent, permanent.
Okay?
Vande Mataram, ma'am. My name is Tanishi Verma. I'm from class 8C. I would like to ask that how to progress towards the divine transformation.
Just think about it, that you want to be transformed. And just call Mother. Ma, 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 ma. That's all.
In many places, it is said that Brahma was created as an essence of Lord Vishnu.
Brahman is the supreme, the absolute. He takes many forms as and when required. So Lord Vishnu is one of the forms of Brahman.
Ma'am, my name is Arif Pratap Singh. I am from class 7D. Ma'am, my question was, as you said, the mother wants to spread divinity. What are the ways that she could spread divinity?
You say that the mother wants us to become divine.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it your question?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, naturally. Mother will want us to become divine because we are the children of the divine. So we have to become divine. And the divine is blissful, joyful, effulgent. There is peace, there is love, there is beauty, there is harmony. Everything is in the divine. So why not Mother want us to be divine? Because we are his children. We are children.
So now let's, is there any student here who would like to reflect on what they have understood today? Let it be purely a reflection of what they have understood today. Okay.
Ma'am, I am Sonakshi of class 8, Nuff region. Ma'am, I wanted to reflect that when Vinod ma'am said that mother is holding our hand in the process of evolution. So ma'am, our soul is permanent and it always feels a kind of empty, and our soul feels lonely when it changes. So ma'am, having to know that mother is holding our hand makes us feel some kind of calmness that there is someone who is with us in every change and we don't have to worry.
मैम शी सेड दैट हमें दिव्य जीवन प्राप्त करने का अधिकार दिया गया है. मैम दैट्स व्हाई वी आर ऑल्सो नोन एज अमृत पुत्र.
My name is Punya Goel of class 8E, and today I'm going to reflect upon what I have learned in a talk of our dear Dr. Vinod Solanki ma'am. So first I'll talk about the thing she said. If you choose the path of transformation, then you are protected, guided, and illuminated, because change is a plan of the Lord. I would say that if we are open to change, then the change will embrace us rather than going against it. If we go with it, Like when a plane flies, it is not air resistant. It moves with the air, so as it does not fall to its doom. All the cars, even nature designed its way so as not to go against anything, but to go with it. Birds, the fish, they go with the air, they go with the water. So if we become like them, if we are open to the change of life, we will also attain the true self. And I would also like to talk about a prayer, a master act, a cane idea, link a man's strength to transform. I would like to say that if our mindset is open, if our mindset to transform, if we accept the knowledge that we can change, if we can transform into the higher being, link with He who is divine, He who is beautiful, we will accept everything. We will attain immortality in a very different but beautiful way. Thank you.
Your deliberation is much, much better and simple and beautiful than mine. Congratulations. You've understood it so well.
I think so that we are all puppets, and Brahma, the great, is the master of puppets. And he is the puppeteer, and he is the one who is responsible for our action. And he started by, like, a person asked Vishnu, what are Vishnu ji and Shiv ji? To help him puppeteering this world, he brought in two of his own form by cloning himself, Vishnu and Shiv, so they can help us creating this world where we start from consciousness to unconsciousness and back to consciousness.
I'm Mehak from class 8 from Naftigen. I want to reflect that from this I understood as the topic, man is a transitional being and he is not final. We will have to one day go to the divine, so why not follow from today? And I would give my best to follow the divine's path.
On behalf of everyone present here, teachers, students, all the people, I would like to extend my heartfelt thank you to Vinod Solanki ma'am for giving us such a thought and enlightening our students to such a higher level. And I request you to please give frequent visits over here because they shouldn't be left. This needs to continue. Thank you so much.